I'm gonna go live soon. Oh, I think they can hear me actually. Yeah, I'm live. We'll start in around 2 minutes, guys. Kush will be here with us too. Just give me around a sec to set up. Alright, so I think you guys can or should be able to hear both of us now. With that, good morning to all of you. I hope you guys can hear me. Please confirm, because I am playing around with some new audio filters. Not entirely sure, but yeah. let's go on over to the comments, and could you guys confirm for me that you guys can hear me? I have Krisha with me over here too. So Krisha, say your highs while they confirm.
What's up, you guys? Let us know if things need adjusting.
There we go. Let me know if the music's too loud or if the music is too soft. I'm going to go ahead and turn down the music just on my end over here, so that way I'm not talking over my own voice. Alright, so while I did that, let me know that the audio is not gone down too low for you guys. Alright, so I think everything should be a-okay right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and look at the comments section. Krisha, let's see who we have over here. We have Woody Pogden. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get that Bitcoin, right? That's the phrase. Let's get that Bitcoin. I hear that being said often. Sabria says, good morning. Good morning to you. Eagle says, hello, 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 hello. Asso says, yo, let's make some money. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. It's a bull market, man. Easy to be doing that as long as you follow the Mango way. I think it is the over traders and the day traders that lose the most money in the bull markets, but we'll get to that in a bit. Ajesh is in here. How's it going, Ajesh? Good to see you in here yet again, man. Hope you're having a great morning as you get ready for your day. Ali says, what's your biggest alt bag? Man, nah. Those kind of questions are not very Mango. Tornado says, good morning. Hey, how's it going, BT? Good morning, lovebirds. Good morning to you too, buddy. Durak says, hi, Sean, Krisha. Hope you're both well. We are great, buddy. Thank you for asking. That's so kind of you. So sweet of you. Very few people say that, you know. Raju's in here. Good morning, guys. Hit the like. Thank you, Raju. Yes, guys, hit the like. There's around 50 of you here and only around 5 to 10 likes. Come on, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe too. He says, for this fantastic Mango family stream, you are a really, really awesome dude, buddy. Good to see you in here every single day as well. Appreciate that. Kusha, are there any other comments that you want to go through?
No, I just have like the biggest smile on my face because I really like this, the beginning of every stream. Everyone's in, everyone's happy. Hello, good mornings. So yeah, I'm just always happy to see everyone in here. Bob Harrison is in here too. Hey Bob, what's up?
Bob is in here too every single day. Yeah.
Audio is solid. That's good to hear. Loud and clear, folks. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Let's get in. Let's dive in.
Wait, there's a comment in here that seems a little bit interesting. Can someone advise? Please help me. I've transferred USDT worth 22,000 into my blockchain account, but I can't swap it out or sell it. Each time I try to swap it, it keeps telling me that I do not have enough amount to proceed this transaction. All right, so what's going on, man, if I understand correctly, is that you do not have enough Ethereum to transact on the Ethereum network. So you transferred it, I believe, to your ERC20 wallet, right, to your Ethereum wallet, either my Ether or your Trezor or your Ledger. But to transact on the network, you need Ethereum. You need ETH, not Ethereum, ETH, Ether. You need Ether to actually make that transaction go through. You got to pay the transaction fees. So that's probably what's going on. But again, you may have to elaborate a little bit more if I'm not understanding. He goes on to say, Michael, I sent from my Binance account into my blockchain USDT wallet. If it's a USDT wallet, it's an ERC20 wallet, right? So yeah, that's what's going on, buddy. Just look into that. You need Ether in there to transact.
Yeah, and also for those of you who are, sort of trying to send out transactions on the Ethereum network, make sure you're sort of looking into, what the gas fees are. So that will help you get like the most optimal fee for your transaction. Yeah. So I think that can be found on my Ether. What is that? Ether gas station, and the other one is, well, just Etherscan can give you like the proper gas fees. It can tell you, I believe it's slow, average, and like super fast. So they break it down into 3 categories. That way it helps you set in your GUI.
I wrote a post a while ago, guys, on explaining the difference between these concepts that Ethereum just takes the Ethereum team just takes for granted. Everybody will just understand. So you just go on over to the link I just linked in the comments section, or you could type mangoresearch.co ether gas limit gas price on Google, right? Just go Mango Research, just type Mango Research, ether gas limit versus gas price versus just type Ether gas limit, gas price, and you'll understand how to actually transact on the network or the foundations of it, right? So you don't want to be just doing things without understanding what you're doing, right? You want to understand what these numbers are that you're putting in and why you're putting it in. And I explained it using very, very simple analogies. So yeah, should be helpful for you guys.
We started off as Mango Research, all fundamentals. Justin Thing is in here. What's up, man? He's like, hey, yo.
Hey, man. How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. You handsome fella, yeah. Michael says, it's all right. Just do the gas thing. Basically. So yeah, by the way, Justin, yesterday in the seed chat, you asked a question, but I just started chopping up vegetables, so I wasn't able to fully explain my thought process as to why I was looking for the move yesterday. And yeah, you don't need to fully understand everything just yet. In time, right, what's going to happen is as you watch all of us, as you watch us every day too on the daily streams, and you're watching all the analysis in the seed chat from Fraser, especially. By the way, Fraser's been doing a great job with his altcoin analysis in there and the opportunities. While you just keep watching, right, you're going to notice that you start absorbing ideas and you start seeing what we are seeing without even knowing why you're beginning to understand it all. And then when you look back, you see why, right? So just be around us, keep being active. You've been very, very active. I really like that. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Really, really like what you're doing.
Yeah. He's like carrots.
Exactly.
He's looking at looking at pattern, yes, and he's like, yeah, I see a carrot there. That's awesome.
All right, so Kusha, you want to start off with some analysis? You want to do Bitcoin?
Yes,
what do you want to do?
So also, guys, we did we just posted an Ethereum analysis video where we cover ETHUSD as well as ETHBTC. So definitely go and check that out if you haven't already. But of course, do it after the stream because it's going to be exciting. Now we're going to be dissecting as many coins as we can. Now, but I mean, status quo, Sean. We got to start off with the status quo, right? Which is Bitcoin. So what is Bitcoin doing? So we closed a 2-day candle, I believe, today.
Yes, we
Correct
did.
me if I'm wrong. Okay, yeah. So we closed a 2-day. So I guess we can go over that because Bitcoin is the big daddy. I mean, we all know that now.
I mean, let's look at the 2-day. Let's just zoom out, remove all your horizontals, remove all your indicators, and just look at, like, this is, if you looked at your typical chart or candlestick analysis pattern list or your chart pattern list, this is one of the first things everybody sees, right? Almost your perfect bull flag. But we're looking at this on the bigger time frames. That's why we are able to see the bigger picture. Everyone else may shake themselves out of position by getting drilled into the lower time frames, right? They'll drill down into lower time frames and they get stuck.
Okay, Sean, I can't hear you.
I think you guys should be able to hear me now.
It's always the worst when you have that energy and then you get cut off.
Yeah, I know, but I'll pick it up again. So let's. I was talking about how you get sucked into the lower time frames and then you get stuck into the lower time frames, right? And that's why people miss out on how beautiful the higher time frame picture might be. Now, I'm not saying that, hey, this is so gorgeous, we're definitely going to break up. No, we could definitely still break down. But look at this, Krisha. What does the 2-day look like to you?
I mean, it looks good, right? We're holding the 10 SMA. The consolidation is still, it's still sort of neutral. But overall, I mean, it's looking good. You can't say that this is bearish. Let's just put it that way. You can't say this is bearish.
Nope. I'm liking this, to be honest. And as soon as we start closing 2-day candles above 39,300-ish, I'll be looking for this to honestly make its way up to at least 45,000. Right?
Yeah.
There's a little bit of resistance where we may see some. Like, if you wanted to be ultra safe, you could put in a block over here, but personally, we don't really need to see that anymore, in my opinion. Even breaking and confirming a 2-day candle close above this region over here, into this region over here, is likely going to be enough to see a test at the very least to around 42,000. But I think we may get up to the next region, somewhere around 45,000.
I think, though, during the intraday timeframes, I'll be looking at you know, takeout at the very least of those wicks at around 37.3k. I think if we can start living over that, there's a good chance that this sort of consolidation actually does break to the upside. Yeah, I'm looking at the 4-hour and the 4-hour time frame primarily. Just check your mic, Sean. I think you went distant again. There's like a little echo there.
Jesus Christ. All right, should be good now. I keep adjusting my OBS settings, so I played around with some filters. I probably should not have done that. All right, so I'm looking at the 4-hour too now, Krisha. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm looking at the 4-hour right now. So you're looking at these wick highs over here around 37,425 you mentioned, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
That's yeah. What are your thoughts on that? I just want to see price actually start living over that. If I mean, don't get me wrong, this still looks pretty good, right, on those high time frames. It's just that if we want to see that continuation to the upside, like in terms of, you know, time, if we want to see that immediate continuation, I'll be looking for those wicks to be taken out. Additionally, I don't know if you're looking at this, Sean, but I'm looking at price relative to the 10 simple moving average on the daily time frame. And right now we're sort of in that sandwich. I'm not sure if you guys are noticing this, but the sandwich is the 10 SMA, right, and the 21 EMA, and you can see price just getting squeezed into that.
Yeah. So I think, Krisha, that would be what I would be watching as the lowest time frame right now, right? You could look at the 12 time frame too, but in my opinion, if you really want to keep it simple while also looking at the lower time frames, the daily is what you want to be looking at. And this 10 SMA, 10K and 21 EME sandwich is it's a really good spot to watch, because this is a typical formation that you do see where you break over the 10 SMA after the first drive down into the 21 EMA and the 10K. You get your first break over the 10 SMA, give it up, okay, and then you start seeing the squeeze. What happens from over here is going to be really important. Do we break back over the 10 SMA, getting the 10 SMA to start swinging and angling back towards the upside, or do we give it all up? Right, so that's what if we do break over the 10 SMA and even close a daily above 37,944, Krisha, I think that's gonna be a good signal. I'm afraid to use the word signal, but you know what I mean, right? That's going to be pretty indicative of continuation towards the upside.
No, I agree. So watch out for that, guys. Like, and that's the thing, right? TA also can be this simple, wherein you're just looking at these points of reference and how price reacts off of these points, or how price oscillates within certain zones. So right now, it's a pretty intense squeeze there for Bitcoin.
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys two possible situations that may pan out. The first situation is a descending triangle, right? That I'm going to be drawing I'm going to be taking the wick high from around 8th of Jan, where we put in a high at around 41,986. Then this high over here on the 14th of Jan, and that high is coming in at around 40,100. And now we are yet to confirm this next lower high, right? So we have a high, lower high, and will this be another lower high, or will we break the previous lower high? Because remember, these aren't really lower highs until we put in a lower low, and we haven't done that just yet. We have a low, but we've put in a higher low over here relative to this low over here, right? So this is where things get really interesting, and we have two possible outcomes, okay? The first outcome, and this is going to be the bearish outcome, is that, hey, this ends up being a descending triangle where we put in a low somewhere around here. Maybe we wick up to the zone I just marked out, right? We wick up to the zone at around 39,000, close a candle underneath. There's a diagonal line over here. Okay, so we end up having a structure that's like this. All right, I'm drawing it out for you guys. We put in another lower high relative to this high over here. But again, okay, we still need to break either these lows over here, or if you want to get really aggressive, this low. The safe choice is looking for a candle close, like I've said multiple times, underneath 34,000 to 33,000. So a candle close underneath here, and then I would be like, all right, cool, this wants to come down further. So Bitcoin at this point still could come down. Okay, it's not out of the woods just yet, because we're seeing a Ethereum pump, or rather move to its high, which is why I warned you guys even in today's video. Even though we're excited, we're not there just yet. Things could turn around, and turn around fast. Now, does that mean you just get pessimistic and just dump all your positions because of what I'm talking about? No. We have to always understand, though, that there is a bear side to the equation that you're looking at, right? You may be bullish, but you cannot disrespect the bear side, because if it's at the back of your mind, you can risk manage.
Yeah. Exactamundo.
Okay, so that's the bear case, Krisha. I'm just gonna go over the bull case now. The bull case is literally the opposite of this, right? The bulls are probably looking at this as higher lows over here, right? Like a symmetrical triangle. I think Krisha pointed this out in yesterday's stream or the video. I'm not entirely sure, but it's as simple as this, right? You're putting in high lows, and you're getting squeezed into an equilibrium, and the question is, do we break towards the upside? Now, it's interesting to know that Ethereum, in a way, did have a similar structure on the lower time frames, that it did break towards the upside. Maybe Bitcoin does the same. Who knows?
And funny you say that, because just now, guys, for those of you in the Discord chat, I just typed it out there on the main chat saying that, I think it was on the C chat. Ethereum is going to be that deciding factor. I feel like, because Ethereum, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Ethereum is contesting its highs right now, right? Yeah. If we manage to break, for whatever reason, okay, we actually take out that point of resistance, that is going to set the tone for the entire market.
Yep.
So watch out, watch Ethereum right now. I think Ethereum is going to be, it's going to be the tell. And it's funny because yesterday, Sean, a lot of people, I know that quite a few of you in here were just everyone was asking for that Ethereum analysis. People want to know what ETH was doing because, yes, it was in a consolidation just like, Bitcoin is in right now. And it was looking rather weak on the lower time frames. Okay, but and this is what Sean and I said, the structure is still intact. And what do we see today? We actually saw Ethereum break.
Yeah. I'm gonna
right? But what was that one thing that was really tipping us off on Ethereum actually, possibly showing some strength? It was the rest of the altcoins. Everything else was breaking to the upside.
Yep, exactly.
Right? All of the mid caps and even some of the small caps, everything was breaking to the upside.
Yep.
And just that was, that was a good enough sort of tell. I'm like, there's a good chance that Ethereum may also break here. And that's why, prudence is necessary even when you're trying to take the opposite side of the macro trend. You're looking, there's a lot of fear, I get it. But as far as the structures can, look at this. I mean, look at this chart, ETHUSD. It's beautiful.
I'm not sure if you're looking at the 1 hour time frame, Kusha, but Ethereum is breaking out right now. Well, I don't want to say breaking out just yet, but it is threatening to make a new high on this local zone at the very least, right? This is looking really, really good right now. On the 4 hour time frame, fantastic. The 4 hour has it taken on the high yet? Already, actually. The high over here is 1,350, and the high over here is, nope, not just yet. Not on Kraken at the very least. Let's go ahead and look at Coinbase. Coinbase sitting right up against it as well, 1,349 and 75 cents, and the high was 1,340. Coinbase has made a new high, so Coinbase has taken out the high.
Yeah.
No, I'm wrong on that. The next candle, actually, the following day, Coinbase had put in 1,350. I just could not see it because of the horizontal. So yeah, we've just touched the high, and there it is. We just took out the high. There it is, guys. We just took out the high. This is likely gonna see continuation right now, and we have around 12 minutes before this 4 hour candle closes. So if we do see the 4 hour candle close right now above this, that would be confirmation. But as soon as you saw that wick getting taken out, you're seeing the buyer step in right now. Let's go ahead and now look at the lower time frames, guys. You're getting to see some live action. You're going to see how the market participants actually do participate when they see a break that we were looking for. The first entry, of course, was when this high was taken out. Now we've seen the high from the local zone being taken out too from this entire consolidation. People are entering. You're seeing the volume pick up over here as well. Look at the volume. It's increasing right now drastically. The market is reacting, guys. You're seeing the market react right now. This is how you get into those good trades as well if you want to be a breakout trader. But you need to understand that when you do enter into trades like this, at any moment a bigger seller may step in and put in those big sells. Is it going to happen right now? I wouldn't bet on it, to be honest. This is a massive break that we're seeing over here because this consolidation is coming in from years and years of Ethereum threatening to go to the 2K level, man. Jesus Christ, this may be happening. But now, does this mean that we're going to go through a straight freaking candle all the way to 5,000, 2,000 from here? No, it doesn't mean that. It just means that you're seeing market participation. Now, regardless of what happens from over here, this is going to be significant, right? Even if we do see Ethereum, like, let's say, for example, close underneath the zone, okay? This is something that I was talking to Ollie just this morning when we were discussing the charts. Even if, okay, guys, you see a rejection over here, and the candle closes underneath this horizontal, it doesn't change the fact that Ethereum has made a high over here on this consolidation, right? That is going to get a lot of bears sweating. And if Ethereum comes down back over here, that is going to be an opportunity for a lot of bears to be closing out their short trades. Because a lot of them now, if they've not already gotten stopped out of their positions, right, they are feeling the pressure that, hey, this trend, this top that I tried to pick over here may not have been the top, right? And when you do come down and put in a potential higher low somewhere around here, perhaps 1,200-ish, they'll be looking to get out of their positions. And what do you see, or rather what is happening on the market or to the market when that happens? The sellers are turning into buyers. The sellers are literally providing the support now to the next dip, right? Because they're using that as an opportunity to get out of their positions, which are borrowed funds that they sold. So they need to buy it back to be able to get out. I hope you guys understand. Let me know. Kusha, any thoughts?
Sorry, no, I'm looking at this move right now. Ethereum is on the run, my friends. And this is pretty much like Bitcoin. This is akin to Bitcoin at 20K. So yeah, it's getting exciting out there. Very, very exciting. So I'm not sure, for those of you who actually did catch the Ethereum analysis, you guys, I did highlight a symmetrical triangle that was playing out on the 1 hour time frame. And well, the measured move actually takes ETH all the way up to, let's get a drum roll, $1,393, my friends. 1,393. And the thing is that, you know, this is another thing, Sean, with Ethereum right now, even this 1,350, whatever this point of resistance is overhead, you guys need to understand, I would not give it too much significance, okay? At least not on the historic standpoint, because why? Because there's literally only one data point to support it. If Ethereum wants to really blow past, it can, okay? Does that mean it will? No, not necessarily. I'm just saying that watch out for how price reacts off of these, you know, minor sort of reference zones, because it's going to tip you off whether or not there's going to be continuation or not.
I'm feeling so vindicated over here. Not vindicated, but I'm feeling just like this is my aha moment. Because if you guys do remember, back when we had come down to test that 900-ish level, I had referenced how that 950 zone over here is akin to Bitcoin coming down to test 17,200, which only ended up being a buy opportunity before it went back up to 20,000, tested its all-time highs, and then took it out, right? Well, guess what's happening, guys? It's the, like, I'm not trying to say, haha, I told you so. In a way, I am. But it's more so about, hey, you know what, I am in sync with the market, and that is so important when you're a trader and you're trading aggressively, right? Or you're beginning to trade aggressively, right? This is what I look for, to see that, hey, I am in sync with the market, I understand what the market is doing, and I can trade that edge, right? Me being in sync with the market is strong edge that I have going in my favor, and I can start putting on more aggressive trades. And this is what I was looking for. This is what we were discussing, right, a few weeks ago. We're like, hey, is this level, Kusha, in fact, before we even broke the level, like more than a few weeks ago, when we were still sitting at around 700-ish, we had marked that area out as resistance in one of your videos. Remember, I was like, no, I think that 800-ish, 850 to 900 is going to be really important, because that's the same level that Bitcoin had at 17,200. It proved to be really, really pivotal. You can see we got bought back, did not look back, now making a new high in that local area. The question is, do we take out this major high over here all the way back from 2018? That's coming in at 1,420, Krisha.
Man, Ethereum is actually looking really, really good. And the one thing, guys, honestly, that's really tipping, that people now at this point should be looking at, okay, when it comes to Ethereum, is that ETHBTC chart. You know, that number one question that we got a couple of weeks ago was, oh, is Ethereum ever going to outperform Bitcoin? Well, now go and look at the ETHBTC chart. Now, of course,
Kusha has such a smug smile on her face at the moment.
No, it's important because that's the thing, right? This really helps people plan. You know, I'll tell you my biggest mistake in the last bull market. My biggest mistake was I kept flip-flopping between wanting to, make my profits in BTC or wanting to take my profits in USD.
Yep.
And that essentially chopped me up from a lot of freaking trades. You can't be flip-flopping, right? So understand what your goal is here. Now, if you're trading to outperform Bitcoin, I still think you're essentially pitting one bull against the other. Is it possible? Sure, if you catch the right move to the upside. But the chart that's really going to tip you off, okay, on that little piece of information is going to be the BTC chart.
Yep.
Okay, and if you get onto ETHBTC right now, I mean, Sean, we were looking at this point of resistance at around, what was this, 0.034, I believe?
Yep.
Right, and that is, sorry, 0.036, apologies. Yep. 0.036, get onto the ETHBTC chart, get onto your weekly timeframes, guys, and just go ahead and plot a line there, a horizontal line, and you'll notice that was historic, historic resistance overhead. And as things stand right now, just with this current pump, ETHBTC is also hovering over that point of resistance. Could it turn into support? Sure. But we'll have to sort of wait and watch. But this is looking strong right now.
We've closed a 4-hour candle above it, Krisha. And if you drill down to the 4-hour, my zone is between 0.0362 and 0.0358, right? I have a zone marked over there. I'm going to zoom in for everyone. And you can see that we ever so slightly close the 4-hour above it. We've come and tested the zone and we're seeing continuation. So respecting the zone thus far, I have a horizontal all the way up at 0.038 as the next target. But again, this is the 4 hours, so the next 4 hour will be confirming a 12-hour candle. That's where we can have a little bit more confirmation on this.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? And it's so cool. Like, I really, really like this chart. Why? Because it's actually tipping you off on, when Ethereum is likely to outperform Bitcoin. And we can see it right now. ETHUSD is currently up, at least on my trading view, it's currently up 8.83%, while Bitcoin is up 1.36%. Right? And this is the kind of information that these charts really paint for you. So it's very important to kind of always take a step back and, assess and, ask yourself, what is this chart trying to tell me?
Kusha, Bitcoin is also making a move though. Like, yes, not as significant as Ethereum right now. But if you switch on over to the 12-hour time frame, it's threatening to take out that high of the previous 12-hour candle, which was the high of the daily, right? So this is going to be pretty key too. Probably take us... this is why, like, I don't want to get into the battle too much of ETH versus USD, ETH versus BTC, sorry, ETH versus Bitcoin, ETH versus Bitcoin. I don't want to keep doing that because if you're caught in a trade where you're trading the position against Bitcoin, right? If you're trading a margin position against the Bitcoin pairing, you could just end up in trouble suddenly. You don't know what's going to happen on Bitcoin at any time. You may see a massive move on Bitcoin, and why would you bet against that? There is no reason to. It's just easier to take the trade against the USD pairing, because if you do see a Bitcoin move, you're going to make money either way.
Yeah, but I think it's important to mention that sort of piece of advice is for people who are actually like margin trading. If you're trading on leverage, then it makes no sense to be pitting one bull against the other and playing that chart. That's when it gets really dangerous. But say for people coming in with fresh fiat, right? It's about, and you're trying to assess your options, and you have Bitcoin and Ethereum to pick from.
Yep.
That's when the ETHBTC chart really tells you, okay, which one is likely going to trend harder.
Ethereum looking great. How high did it get thus far? 1,380. Once it gets into the 1,500 mark, we know that, hey, we are well into the all-time highs. Depending on the chart, of course, Kraken got all the way up to 1,600 in the bull market. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few comments, Krisha.
Yes, sirree. Okay, scrolling.
Cool, Ken Kasaji's in here. Hey, how's it going, Ken? Good to see you in here, buddy.
Ken is like, he always shows up. You're the best, Ken.
CryptoKitty's in here too. Good morning, guys. Great time to be in Ethereum. Not being distracted by the others popping up. Staying focused is paying off. Precisely. All right, so guys, I was supposed to ask you guys to do this as an exercise. I was going to ask you all to come up with the theme of this year, right? We're going to have a theme at Mango to help with our trading, and I was going to ask you guys to come up with a few words, and we're going to pick from that. But I've been thinking about it, and I decided, you know what, I'm picking the word. You guys don't get an option. I'm going to be picking the word, and the word is going to be focus. All right, focus is going to be the theme of the year, and the reason I decided to pick this word is because it's going to be important not only to ensure that you guys don't miss out on massive opportunity, but also two, you guys don't make mistakes and freaking lose money. That's a no, right? Risk management is a key factor at what we do in Mango. But most importantly, the focus is going to be at its imperative, this most imperative need, because in a bull market, people tend to lose focus and miss out on the time when they are supposed to be cautious, right? You have to be focused at all times, guys. When you get those hits of euphoria, when you get those hits of excitement, those are the moments where you really need to focus, right? You cannot be jumping from one opportunity to another opportunity, kind of like how Crypto Kitty just touched on, right? She stayed focused on her ETH position. Number two, you might be seeing signs that, hey, you know what, maybe, just maybe, the market is looking a little too frothy. And you never know that while the market's pumping, of course, but there are other signs that you can pick up on to get ready mentally. Okay, you don't need to pull the trigger on trying to sell and get your profits out, blah, 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 but you can mentally get ready. And that's going to require focus, especially when there's so much going on and there's so much excitement. Focus is going to be the theme for this entire year, guys. Okay, I'm going to keep throwing it at your faces. Focus.
It's important. This one is actually really important because, guys, you need to understand, last bull market, it took a couple of months for people's lives to change for real.
Yep.
But like Sean just said, what happened there though was people, they were all great. Everyone was profitable. Everyone was they had this life-changing amount of money that they all just made. But because they lacked that focus that Sean just spoke about, a lot of them gave it all back.
Yep.
You do not want to be one of those guys, okay? And that's where the focus is really going to step in. But okay, back to the comments.
No. I want to touch on that a little bit more because this is really important. Because it's going to be the theme of the year, guys. Let's ramble on this a little bit more, right? Because there's so much. The word focus, it encompasses so much more, right? You're going to have a plan. You guys are all going to say, I'm going to put a plan. I'm going to stick to my plan, blah, blah, blah. You're going to be really motivated. But you guys are not going to have the focus to stick to the plan. Why? Because every coin that pumps, every altcoin that moves up without you being in it, and a friend comes and tells you, oh my god, man, look at SNX, look at DOT, look at Cardano, look at LTC, right? And your coin isn't moving, even though you have a plan to stay patient with it, your focus is going to be tested. And you're going to be like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and sell my link and put it onto some other coin that has already pumped, like DOT. Let's say you sold your link to put a DOT at $20. And in fact, I know people who did sell good positions to get into DOT around $18 and $19, even though I'd warned against doing that, right? Why? Because they saw everybody else making money and they're like, I don't want to miss out. This is going to go to $200, right? They did not remain focused. What did I do with Link, guys? Remember, my plan was to stay focused on the weekly and the monthly. There was one time where someone had actually come up on stream and said, Sean, you're not looking at Link much anymore. I said to him, the reason I'm not is because I want to stay focused on the higher time frames. And I feel that if I look at the chart every single day, I may lose that focus, right? So I was trying to defend against my weakness of looking at the daily chart and trying to be cute and lose position. And look at how I was rewarded for that focus. Similar with Ethereum. If you guys do remember, at one time I told you all that, hey, Ethereum has come all the way down to around 900. And all of us had said, hey, if Ethereum comes down, I'm going to buy the dip, blah, 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 because we missed out, right? By we, I'm talking about the community, a lot of us in the community. Because at Mango Seed, really, most of us were building a position all the way from around 300, 290-ish, 310, 350. We kept building. But a lot of people missed out. And then when you had this massive dip, which was a 33% dip, I'd said, Guys, this is an opportunity. If we even get back to the consolidation high, that's a 40% win. Just from around here, you didn't even need to buy the wick. Even if you bought somewhere around the candle closes, around 950, 980, that is still a good 30% move just to the consolidation high. And now we are at 40% already, right? So all you had to do was say, you know what, I'm going to focus only on Ethereum and on my plan on Ethereum. Because I'm a new trader, I don't need these distractions all around me. I don't need to be jumping from one coin to another, to another, to another, because that's not focus. That's you freaking being a pinball, right? Don't do that. Don't be a pinball. Focus. Be a mango. All right, guys? Right? That's all you guys need. That's all you guys need in this bull market, man. You don't need to be catching every single altcoin trade. You don't need an altcoin freaking portfolio of 25 goddamn coins. You don't need any of that. You can just literally focus on one or two assets and be like, I'm going to find a plan on this one. I'm going to stick to the plan. If it doesn't work out, then I will deviate from my plan and find another opportunity. But the plan was going through and through for Ethereum, for Chainlink, all throughout. There was no reason to lose position. All right, I'm going to stop with my ramble now. Holy shit.
I mean, no. The ramble was good, don't get me wrong. But I need a shirt now that says, don't be a pinball. And at the back it should say, be a mango.
Yeah, Jesus, man. It can be so simple, though. And sometimes I facepalm, right? I wake up in the morning sometimes and I get... guys, if I don't respond to your PMs, by the way, it's just because I get so many PMs and it's really difficult for me to keep up with everything. And I try my best, but that's why these live streams are getting so much more important in this bull market, because I get to talk to all of you at the same time, right? So, yeah. Jesus.
Wadder's like, I would buy that shirt, Krish, make it. Oh god, I need that. Don't be a pinball. Be a mango.
Yeah, we gotta note that one down. Don't be a pinball.
I'm doing this. Noted. Noted, good sir.
Is it really?
It is.
All right, so I'm gonna take a break over there. Krisha, you can take over here.
Sean's all like tapped out. He's like, all right, guys.
I mean, I'm not tapped out. You guys know, especially those of you who used to watch Mango daily videos back when we were in the bear market. It was just all rambling, right? And the rambling is what made Mango Seed, because people who really wanted to learn to trade understood how much the mindset mattered. The mindset was really important. So I can teach you guys the technical analysis all you want, but if you guys don't have the mindset to focus, right, it's not gonna matter.
That's right. Okay, so I'm gonna scroll up through the comments just to make sure that I didn't miss any sort of key questions or comments or whatever. Bob Harrison actually said something pretty cool here. He's like, personal suggestion. I think you were talking to the guy who was asking about his USD or whatever it is that he was trying to send out. He's like, personal suggestion. Don't start off with a 22K transfer into your wallet until you understand how wallets and transferring work. You can do this by experience as well as by sending small amounts first. And I completely agree with you, Bob. And, even after being in the space for this long, I still do that. I always send in small amounts because let me tell you something, guys. There's no customer support to get your funds back, okay? And always understand how the entire network works before trying to send out amounts as big as $22,000. It's just not prudent at all. Yeah. And it can get extremely disastrous if that transaction just falls through.
I mean, you don't know. $22,000 may not be.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, okay, even if it's not much to him.
I know. I know.
I mean, he came in here. He's typing like caps.
That's true. That's
right?
true.
So I'm just assuming that it was a lot, and he just wanted some attention there. Yeah. But either way, though, if you're sending in a big amount, at least an amount that is significant to you, make sure that you're doing your due diligence. Okay, don't do it in haste. It's just not worth it. What else? Hey, Delvinder Singh is in here. What's up, man? Good to see you in here. So he's like, honestly, I was very fearful in my investment, but after hearing and learning your approaches, I feel so relieved and confident. A big thank you to both of you and all of the Mango family. you're most freaking welcome, and we're super, super happy that, these live streams have been helping you and many of the others in here. So that actually, it kind of makes our day, and it makes us feel like this is actually helping towards something. It's contributing in some way, and especially in such a critical time.
Yep.
We saw a lot of people mess up, guys, including me. I messed up. Hell, I was victim to a lot of the mistakes that, we try to highlight here. So I ended up losing quite a bit in the last bull market, and don't be me.
But by the way, guys, I have to re-point out my squiggly analysis. It actually turned out so perfectly at the end of the day. The accumulation along the horizontal after with the drawdown, and then against this zone over here, putting the higher low. That ended up being the higher low. What do you know, guys? What do you know? Wow. I'm pretty impressed with myself on this one.
Across Canada's in here. He's like, good morning, 3 a.m. Jeez. Oh my god, it is 3 a.m. Damn. Wow, how are you still awake?
Yeah.
Jesus.
The markets, man. The markets will keep you. By the way, another quick tip: if you're ever feeling tired, do not take trades. Just period, guys. Do not take trades. Right? Bound to make even more mistakes.
Yes, you are. I've had one of the biggest blunders, almost blunders, happen to me because of that. Because I was super tired, and I was trying to put on a trade. And in doing so, I think I almost lost my entire account because I was so close to messing up.
Yep. Samuel Willman says ETH will double the previous all-time high like Bitcoin did before. I'm hearing way too many people say that. So Ethereum is likely going to either triple the Bitcoin high instead, because everybody's going to try to sell at around, 2,800-ish? Or Ethereum just fails to continue.
I think the biggest narrative that's out there right now of Ethereum's bull run, okay, or potential high, is Ethereum to 5,000. And a lot of people, and yeah, I mean, the arguments posed, they're decent arguments, and a lot of the arguments is such that they're kind of framing it around Bitcoin going to 6 figures, right? I mean, it's not a flawed sort of argument, but be careful. Yeah, people are going to say 5,000, they're going to say 10,000. People are going to give you a lot of targets. And you're going to find some targets that are, that people keep repeating, and you're going to hear them on different channels, different platforms. The thing is that always be price agnostic, of course, but also learn to understand when the trend is changing. Okay, it is going to pay to be a little more unbiased in that, because if for whatever reason price does not get up to 5K and it decides to turn on, say, at 4K or 3K or whatever, you need to be prepared. You need to be ready.
I really want to re-emphasize that price agnostic part, right? Because a lot of people are going to let the price, the actual dollar value, the nominal value affect them and not let them get into the trade because, hey, it's too expensive, right? And they want to buy cheaper coins. But that's not what trading is, guys. And that's not even really what investing is. You buy on strength and you buy on opportunity. So, for example, this drawing right over here, right? When did I draw this? I drew this when we had this drawdown over here. Okay, all the way from 1350-ish all the way down to 1000-ish. And at 1000, I said, hey guys, we're likely going to come down, take out this low over here, test this horizontal over here at 950-ish, right? Accumulate, and move up. Now, the thing is, everything I said over there was completely independent of Ethereum's dollar value. Completely independent. It all had to do with price structure, price action, and just the psychology of the market remaining consistent. Human behavior does not change, guys. That's the one thing you can bet on across time. So I wasn't drawing based on the numbers over here. I was drawing based on all the candles that we were seeing, right? And this could have been Ethereum at $9. This could have been Ethereum at $9,000. It did not have to be 900. Remain price agnostic, because I said the same thing with Bitcoin when Bitcoin was sitting around 17,000-ish. We told you guys it's going to get to around the 50K number and people are going to get shook out only because we moved a $10,000 intraday nominal value. And we saw that happen. People let go of their positions around 30,000. And guys, Bitcoin's $7,000 higher than that dip now already. 7,000, right? Are you going to let that normally affect you? People will let that normally affect them, and they will again FOMO back in at the wrong times, etc. So don't let the nominal value affect you. Just pretend, for example, I asked you all to pretend that Bitcoin's not at 37,000, it's at $37, right? And Ethereum is not at 1,000, it's more at $10 or maybe $1. Divide the number, right? And don't trade according to the nominal value.
That's true. It's going to get it's all of this, guys. I mean, we're saying all of this. It's not going to get easy, of course, because we have reached a level of price discovery. I mean, Bitcoin is in price discovery. Ethereum is getting there, almost there. You know, so it's very important to approach the charts with as little bias as possible. Okay, back to the comment section. Hey, Wouter's in here. What's up, Wouts? Say good morning, guys, and Krisha. I'm a part of one of the guys now. I'm one of the guys.
Amna Saeed says she's too anxious to sleep at 3 a.m. waiting for all-time high. What do you have to say to that, Krisha?
I've been there. Why anxious? I think that requires a follow-up question. Why anxious? Are you in position? If you're in position, you shouldn't be anxious. You should be happy. I'd be sleeping like a baby.
Yep. It's a good position to be. It's a high quality problem to be in when your asset is moving towards all-time highs. Right? Sleep well, and you maybe will wake up with a nice surprise. Maybe you'll wake like I love going to sleep on that note, you know. Where let's say I had to go to bed around now, and I'm like, damn, the theme's looking really good. I'm gonna sleep well, and maybe I'll wake up and I'll see 1,600 Ethereum, right? Or 1,500 Ethereum, right? That's such a good feeling to sleep on. The worst feeling is when your asset is threatening to break a support level and you have to go to sleep anyways. Because, by the way, I will force myself to sleep regardless of whether we are about to break a major level or not, because I need to be awake at the time of execution and be alert. So don't let the charts ever detract you from getting your good night's sleep, guys. Because when the time comes to actually act, you won't have the capacity to.
Yeah, 'tis true. You need to be fresh eyes. Fresh eyes always helps.
Bob Hassan has a nice comment over there, Krisha.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Shoot.
He says lots of comments asking for entry and exit levels in the chat. Guys, if you are asking people on YouTube where you should enter or exit the market, then you aren't ready to put real money into the market. What are your thoughts, Krisha?
Wisdom nuggets right there.
Yeah.
Wisdom nuggets.
It's something that probably don't want to hear, but it's the truth. Like, you shouldn't be trading yet, at the very least, if you're asking for that kind of where should I enter, where should I exit.
Okay, I'll say this. Okay, when I first entered, I didn't know shit. I didn't know anything, and you know, I was trying my hand at it, and until I got wrecked, of course, and I realized I really, really do not know anything at all, and I need to learn. Right? But for me, it was an entry. All of this entire world of cryptocurrencies, that was my gateway, right? So once you're through and you realize that, damn, I don't know much, I don't know anything, you need to that's when you need to really take a step back and reassess and be like, okay, now I need to go and look for information. You know, I need to start educating myself on the topic if I really want to be in this space. And the best part about a trading sort of education, and it doesn't matter how you get it. You could be reading books for all I care. The best part about this is that this field has stood the test of time. Things haven't changed that much here. This is all these candles that you're seeing on the chart, it's all human emotion just wrapped up in a candle.
Yep.
And that's one thing that has never changed. So this can actually, that's information you can take and actually pass it on to generations, because guys, even a century ago, it was the same damn thing.
Yep.
Okay, yes, the tools have gotten a little more sophisticated. You know,
but
we're able to see charts.
Hasn't.
But human behavior hasn't.
Yeah, well said.
Okay, so take that time out and just invest in yourself.
All right, so back on over to the comments. Right over here, we have Justin Theng asking for Dot, Uni, and ADA. I read that backwards, but reason is because I am actually really interested in checking out Dot as well. We'll go ahead and do an update on Dot. I really like Dot, by the way, man. It's looking good. Based on a daily time on the high time frames. Okay, if you look at the weekly, It just looks freaking like one big bullish shot. Of course, there's not much price discovery, but that's irrelevant, right? When you see this consolidation over here, sorry, there's not enough price history, but when you see this sort of consolidation over here, then we break on over to the upside and see continuation after this wick over here. That's really bullish. Just on the weekly, you can see that this is really bullish. And then you drill down on over to the daily. This candle right over here was the big tell that this is going to be a buy, right? Which is why we got really bullish on DOT right after this candle on this breakout as well, on this consolidation of the $10 psychological resistance. Now we're seeing continuation, okay? And now over here, this is exactly what we were looking for, right? Or rather, this is exactly what we suspected DOT would do in terms of the pullback. But quite honestly, it's not pulling back as aggressively as I thought it would. It came down and tested that $15 level that we had suggested. If we look on over to the 1 hour time frame, you're like, oh, did this just break? I was seeing this as a sort of bull flag. It did actually. Yeah. It did. It did break. There's no volume on it just yet, but it may see continuation very soon. So you could look at it this way, man. Again, though, I would look at this on the higher time frames. Justin, have you completed the trend analysis module just yet? I don't think so, right? You'll understand what's going on over here more so once you finish that module. You'll have a deeper understanding at the very least. But essentially what we have over here is a leg, okay? This horizontal, this a diagonal over here is a leg on the high time frames. And then we're going into a downtrend, which is not aggressive at all on the lower time frames, right? So often when you see this, it is likely just going to lead to another impulsive move on the higher time frames, right? So this just ends up being one little consolidation on the higher time frame, even though it's a downtrend on the lower time frame, right? This is another good example over here. Actually, you can see a little bit more of an aggressive downtrend, and then a leg on the higher time frame, right? Again, leg. You see what I mean, man? So the key level over here is going to be that $20 psychological level, right? It's just, this just looks like it's
That's what I have too actually on my chart. $20 is going to be key. So if this actually starts breaking from here, from the little consolidation thing that Sean has drawn out on his chart, I think $20 is going to be contested again. If we manage to get over $20, then I'm saying about $24, $25, easy peasy. But yeah, that trend analysis module is really going to help, Justin. That's really going to flesh it out for you. And then suddenly all these little consolidations, they're just going to, you'll be able to see them very easily. And you'll be able to understand the psychology of what's happening there very easily.
So if you combine the order flow module, Justin, along with with what happened over here, what are you seeing, man? Like, you can now start putting things together, right? You're beginning to see that, oh, wait a minute, once I see this, I can start looking for opportunity for this to happen again, right? Because you know what's happening now. I feel like DOT is going to be one of the big runners in this market, but then again, I don't know, right? I don't know anything.
It's moving like in Ethereum, like how Ethereum did last
time, yeah.
Yeah, last bull market. It's moving very well. The trend is very strong on DOT. One of his other requests was Uni, and I think Uni's doing Uni's pushing people out. He's like, screw you guys. I'm just gonna hover here, take a break.
Uni is up against the psychological resistance, man. $10, right? That's what we're waiting for, Justin. Again, if you looked at the play that we took on the seed setups, it was all the way when we broke Uni out of this consolidation region over here at $5.22. Ever since then, I've decided to stay on Uni on the longer time frame. So essentially, maybe hold Uni throughout the rest of this market. Well, again, I'm saying that now. If the trend changes quickly on the daily time frame or higher, right, I'll be out of the trade really quickly. But I'm trying to not look at the shot as much, because I have a stinking feeling that once this does break into price discovery, it may move fast. Kind of like how BNB moved in the last altcoin market, right? It just surprised everyone.
Yeah.
But again, I don't have strong feelings
BNB, on the 3K region, Bitcoin at 3K, BNB was the one that started the run.
Exactly.
Remember that?
Exactly.
BNB was one of the first ones to run, and it had like a freaking phenomenal run too. But Uni is actually looking decent. Like, yeah, it's hovering right now. You know, you have this like crazy wiki action on there. But if this starts actually ripping to the upside, I'm looking at $12, 12.4. Of course, this is
I'm-
not, I mean, it's not necessary that it goes up in one straight line. We could see a similar sort of consolidations along the way. But I think that's going to be the next sort of primary target for Uni.
Yep, I think 15, but I'm just literally going $5 at a time, just nothing other than that. But yeah, let's go back on over to the comments. ComXED says, ComZ says, I just got scrolled down. I just lost the comment, but oh, there it is. He says, can you give us your view on BTC dominance right now? It's close to support, one-day triangle support. Hey, good question actually. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin dominance, because Bitcoin is looking or threatening to also make a move. And yeah, it's like almost like, Kusha, what are your thoughts on the daily over here? It looks like a sort of weird falling channel, but more so a bear flag breakdown into support.
Cool.
Honestly, man, I think you should be looking at Bitcoin dominance on the monthly time frame. It's the cleanest.
I think yeah, I would only look at the indexes on those higher time frames, quite honestly. But I think someone on yesterday's stream, was it Bob?
It was Bob. He looked for
right?
63, 64.
Yeah, 64. I'm looking at 64. I'm with you, Bob. I'm actually looking for the 64, and you're right that it's sort of broken down on the daily, Sean.
Yeah.
So that is going to be the next that BTCD is going to contest.
Interesting.
Bitcoin dominance.
Oh,
on the move.
So here's the thing, guys. Are you guys gonna play the chart? Are you guys looking to flip flop between altcoins and Bitcoin based on Bitcoin dominance? Don't fall into that trap. Okay, you're gonna see all of this crap on Twitter, right? And if you guys are trying to time your entries into altcoins based on this, you'll honestly constantly be chasing from one coin to another. It's better to have a overall view of what's going on in the market. Start taking positions, right? And accordingly, if Bitcoin comes down, Bitcoin dominance comes down, Bitcoin dominance goes up, I'm not getting out of my freaking Bitcoin. My Bitcoin holding is too massive of my portfolio size, my overall financial portfolio size, to be able to just even make such nonchalant decisions based on Bitcoin dominance, right? So accordingly, for you guys too, please be careful. Try not to be a pinball, essentially.
Don't be a pinball, be a mango.
Yeah. I mean, you guys can gather some information from this, yes, and use it for your holistic view, and then make a decision as to how aggressive you want to be. That's completely fine, right? So when you're seeing a Bitcoin monthly candle like this is why Krish and I recommend looking at the high time frames. When you see a Bitcoin monthly candle like this, where it gets rejected across a major level, right? Can see this over here too, major level, then you know, okay, cool, maybe this month all coins are going to start running, and then you can start looking to take positions on all coins. Then you start building a trade, you build a trade, and then that momentum that you've done well thus far on your altcoins, you can use that to start getting into other positions too. Then you can start looking to see whether you see continuation. If you take out lows, if you're putting in a lower high, a lower low, then you start building your altcoin season position, right? But don't pinball yourself.
That's true.
Focus, yeah, exactly. Wouter says focus. Hey, Justin, thank you so much for the tip, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Justin.
He got a nice big orange icon too. How do you do that? That thank you thingy. Man, I'm such a noob at this. But hey, appreciate it.
The Shepherd 22. Come on. We don't have to be chart readers and day traders. Just follow the news, the projects, ride the bull market.
All right.
There has never been a time where fundamentals and technicals have been so detethered. So yes, you could follow the news, but when the top comes in, I'll tell you this. The news is going to be very, very bullish, but the technicals are going to tell you otherwise.
Well said.
Okay, so be careful.
I mean, there was a bunch of bearish news that came out recently, by the way, guys. Bunch of bearish news. Apparently, the SEC was looking into Tether, and they could be forcing Tether to be doing something. And then I think the ECB was also taking a hard look at cryptocurrencies, and they had negative views on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And then apparently Mt. Gox was about to release some more Bitcoin onto the market and sell more Bitcoin. All of this apparently came out in the last week, right? And look at this. Ethereum making new all-time highs regardless of all of that. Well, not new all-time highs, but almost there.
Yeah, but also be careful in terms of. I know that a lot of you are here for altcoins. Okay. Now the thing is that even in the last bear market, there was a lot of bullish news in terms of releases and stuff, and some of these projects were, putting out releases. But the thing is that the markets, the charts were not reflecting it. So even though all of these releases came out and there was still a little more bullish news around it, like everything just really fell flat in terms of price action. Those downtrends still continued to be trends. Okay, so be very, very careful when it comes to things like this.
Yeah. So the better way to look at it, right, guys, is look for the reaction to the news, right?
Yes.
So if bullish news is coming out and you see a bearish reaction, that's your bear market. That's literally one of the foundations of a bear market. When the market sells off on bullish news, right? You'll see bullish news, market moves up, and you see that market gets sold into. Right, that is your bear market indication right over there. When you see bearish news get ignored in a bull market, like we're seeing right now, that is your bull market. So when you see bearish news like we saw all of last week just get completely ignored and price drops get bid into, right? So bearish news comes out, market moves down a little bit, and people step in and buy, right? It's people feeling very, very bullish, right? When Ethereum dropped from 1,300 to 900ish, I didn't get bearish and sell all of my my position. No, my bullish sentiment made me buy into that, right? And that's how the rest of the market participants, or the experienced market participants, that's what they're doing too. They know what's going on, and they know that this is a bull market, or rather, their sentiment is all aligned onto the bull market sentiment. Now that may change. Okay, remember, guys. All it takes is one massive seller or one massive buyer to step in and turn things around. And that's why we read the charts. The news will not tell us that.
Yeah. Bingo. Amro says, I like this channel because you two are realistic. Like yesterday you were optimistic while everyone was negative. Were they really though? I'm actually curious about other...
well, people were, right, Krisha? You talked about it in your video too. How people are feeling really anxious and uneasy, and they were looking for Ethereum especially. I got a lot of PMs for people worried about Ethereum breaking down over there.
Yeah. But no, I was wondering for other technical analysts out there. We don't really go hunting or anything.
Other technical analysts. Okay, no. So we don't watch any other YouTubers. Not because we have anything against other YouTubers, we just don't have the time. So somebody mentioned that there was a YouTuber, someone who mentioned Mango and gave us a shout out or something like that. And our apologies for not realizing or noticing. We just, we'll try. Maybe we should for the sake of the audience.
Yes, sir. That'll be cool.
By the way, there's around 350 of you over here and only 79 likes. Guys, please go ahead and hit the like button. Let us know that you're enjoying these live streams, because that's kind of how we judge whether we should be allocating time towards doing these live streams or whether we should be doing more daily videos like we did for Ethereum, right? So, I mean, we wish we could do it all, but there's only so much time in the day and there's so much energy within us as well. So go ahead and let us know. Emmy is here. Imran, is that you, Emmy, from the Mango Seed program? Buddy, I was thinking about you just yesterday, man. Holy, good to see you in here. And hey, thank you for the tip. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? How's the new setup?
He's got a new setup?
Yeah, he's got a new freaking amazing setup. He showed me. He was still building it up at that point, but still looked so good. So yeah,
that's awesome.
How are you, man? How are you? By the way, I'm not sure whether you know me, but we did switch on over to Discord from Telegram. You've been away for a bit, and hey, you're back. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna like Discord, man. Knowing you, I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it. We have a lot more organization structure there for the seedlings, and I'm adding more and more stuff too. Ollie's gonna be helping. By the way, guys, Ollie will be joining us on the stream tomorrow as a guest, so you guys will get to hear Ollie's thoughts on the market. He is one of our favorite seedlings. Yeah, Ollie's so chill, man.
That's gonna be so awesome. So I've actually never heard Ollie speak.
What?
This is gonna be awesome for me too. Yeah.
I'm so sick of this guy's voice, man. I played TPD with him, and he's always complaining about how the killer's always getting him. He's like, Sean, save me. Sean, save me. I'm like, all right. I'm going to come get you, Ollie. No, I'm kidding, guys. Ollie's really good at the game. Ivan Franco says, yo, Ollie, let's go. Yeah, he's going to be on here tomorrow, man. Brendan Fuller says, been watching watching Bit and ETH move all night, waiting for someone to start streaming. Hey, man, here you go. You're doing it right now.
Welcome to the Grove. All right, the real Botman says Litecoin. Do you want to cover it? I heard someone mention on the Grove, I think, that Litecoin actually broke up. Did it break up?
Man, I was just watching. I'm like, I told you guys, me taking my loss on Litecoin was your cue to be buying, right? So yeah, I did take a loss on my LTC trade, guys, and of course, right after that, it pumps. What do you know?
I mean, it's an alright pump. Like, it's nothing.
It's not. I actually allocated all of my LTC position into Ethereum, so I'm actually on top regardless of that.
Okay,
but that's irrelevant. I got out of it, and of course, it moved right after. But you got to. Oh, by the way, right? You guys can learn from both. One, the fact that I took my loss, right, on LTC. I took the loss and accepted that, hey, you know what? This is not going the way I thought it would. I'm going to be getting out of this trade because I remember why I took my loss, guys. Not because I got invalidated, because there was an opportunity cost and it wasn't moving in the timely manner I expected it to, right? Because yes, I took the trade on the weekly time frame, but my thesis was for it to move almost immediately within the next like at least 5 or 7 days, and it did not. Came up against resistance and saw a pullback. Now I took that opportunity cost loss and I allocated that to Ethereum. Now at that point I wasn't thinking, hey, you know what, I want Ethereum to outperform Litecoin over here. No, I wasn't thinking like that. You can't think like that because you're going to start mentally like screwing yourself over. You'll be hopping in, hopping out of assets that way too. You just got to allocate accordingly like it's a fresh trade. And what do you know? Ethereum did outperform Litecoin since then. But I wasn't hoping for it to. I was just thinking this is opportunity cost. I'm going to go into the next best opportunity that I have in front of me. So that's how you guys got to think. You can't be jumping around.
Hey Sean, just a quick question. Are you okay? No, it's my video. For a second, I think my video got paused. Are you currently on the Litecoin chart?
Yes, I am.
Or the dot chart? Okay.
I'm on the Litecoin.
No, it's my video. Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind. I'm just following the comment section. But yeah, scrolling. What is Ethereum doing? I really like watching charts pump. And as far as you know, I don't know about you guys, but there are some charts that I can't play. And you're gonna find it. You know, you're gonna find that there are some charts that you just cannot play. Is that okay? Yeah, that's completely fine. I'll give you mine actually. The charts I hate playing is EOS. I absolutely hate EOS. Even if I see something on it, I'm like, no, screw it. I'll probably find something better. I avoid EOS like the plague.
I don't know what it is about Krisha and EOS. She just, it's like she stops thinking when she's looking at that chart. I think that might be the case with me and Litecoin. Who knows? Because I've never made money on Litecoin.
And I didn't like Litecoin either. It's EOS and Litecoin for me. I just cannot stand these two charts. I can even play some of the small M caps, the low end M caps, right? Hell, I can play something with even barely any price action on it sometimes, and I'll still come out, you know, doing better, and actually, you know, better in terms of reading the chart. But in terms of EOS and LTC, I just can't. I'm like, no, I avoid it.
Krisha, I'm looking at the theme right now. It's looking so good, man. Each 1 hour candle just keeps moving up and up and up. The 4 hours looking fantastic too. What do you think? Do you think we're going to make an all-time high today? You think it's going to happen today?
Yes.
It's just so excited.
Let's go, Ethereum.
Oh my god. What's the high over here? Sitting at 1,419 on Coinbase. Let's go ahead and check out Bitstamp, right? At USD on Bitstamp. If TradingView decides to load for me,
I'm a total spaz when it comes to Ethereum because
TradingView isn't loading for me, guys. Could you guys just let me know if you guys do you guys have access to your Bitstamp chart? Let me know what the high was for Bitstamp and BitMEX on the last bull market.
Ethereum? Okay, I can pull that up. My thing is fine. Mine is fine. So the last high on Bitstamp was coming in at the wick is at 1,420 for Bitstamp. And what was the other one that you asked for?
BitMEX.
What would the ticker be for MEX? Oh, okay, never mind. Got it. Oh no, I don't got it. I mean, the thing is that Mex has like, the
The
contracts, right?
futures, yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind, yeah. So yeah, so I was reading the comments there, Kusha. Mordi Kai says DOT is breaking out right now. Go ahead and take a look at DOT. It
The
was
dot,
in a
dot,
falling
dot.
channel, right? Yeah, it is, man. So if it takes out this high over here, man, this is what we're looking for it to see continuation at around $17.37. After that, a candle close above $17.75 is going to be key. And yeah, taking out 1824, and I believe we're going to eventually go test 1950. If we take out 1950, we're going to be likely eventually making our way to around 22.25.
Yeah, I think we Dot may actually have a break on that little consolidation that you were showing earlier, eh?
Yep. It's
I
kind
think
of
we
like
probably have a break there. It's kind of like what?
Chainlink, right? That came up, solved resistance at around $20, and yeah, Chainlink too, just consolidating right now. It got all the way up to around 23. I think Chainlink will eventually get up to around 25, but eventually the real target I'm looking for is around $30.
Hey, what was I gonna ask? Is Josh Hinden in here? Because Josh Hinden has been, every time he's in here, he always asks for lend, which is Aave, right? Is it Aave?
Yeah.
I don't even know how to say that anymore. AAVE is the ticker. And this is that one coin, guys, that's just been running, okay? And it's on barely anyone's radar. There's like 1 or 2 people asking for it. And this is that one like super, super bullish coin that's just been running in the background. And everyone's just like, okay, yeah, cool. And the thing about Lend, so it was called Lend before the project. I don't know why they changed the name, because Lend was just so much more easier to say. But so it's been running against USDT, and the uptrend has been pretty freaking intense. But what really struck me as interesting, not interesting, but like super bullish, was a Lend against BTC. So the ticker is AAVE BTC. Okay, if you guys want to pull it up.
Okay, I need to hold up. I need to probably adjust something. Hold up, guys.
Okay.
For some reason, my trading view isn't loading up any tickers.
That's odd.
I'm trying to restart Chrome.
Uh-oh. But yeah, if you guys, for those of you actually keeping up with me, check out Lend, so Aave BTC on the weekly. It just broke out of this massive symmetrical triangle. Like, it is huge.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can pick tickers from the sidebar, but if I'm typing it on my... So unfortunately, I cannot look at it. Jesus Christ. Let me try again.
Technical difficulties. It's always the case, though. It's like every time you're in the middle of a demo, like something important, you test everything out.
Oh, there we go. It's working now. Perfect. Yeah. So, yeah. So Aave BTC, you were saying, Krisha?
So weekly, get onto the weekly.
Mm-hmm. Let me just clear everything out. Okay. Oh wow, this is a great chart, man.
Like, look at it. That's such a beautiful symmetrical triangle. A very, very nice, clean break. And this baby's gonna run. Ready to go.
This is looking really good. What's the USDT pairing at right now?
Bullish.
Because we did analyze the USDT pairing just I think a couple of days ago, and yeah, this wants to just keep going. Yeah, this is on a run, man. This is on a run. This just wants to go. Like,
these are neat charts, guys, by the way. If you guys are looking for like neat charts, these are charts that are very, very neat, and they trend extremely well.
This is the kind of chart, guys, that you guys should be in, right? So when you guys ask me to look at SXP charts like that, those may start turning around right now, because the entire market has turned bullish, right? And people are beginning to like try and buy lows of different markets. So money's flowing in, and they're trying to buy assets that haven't moved yet. But that kind of money is happening through one of two ways. Either people who are feeling like they missed out on other trades are now beginning to get in and they don't want to buy high. Or two, people are beginning to say there are other traders who got in on all these wins on Ethereum and Bitcoin and Aave, and what they're saying is, okay, you know what, I'm going to take some profits out, okay? I'm going to take like maybe 20% out, 10%, and I'm going to allocate some of those profits to coins that haven't moved at all. So you're seeing recycling of money coming in from some of these winners. The problem with that is that you're not seeing all that money flow in from the winners into the coins that haven't moved yet. You're just seeing some of it. So that's what's causing the initial movement. And then the biggest problem is that when the market ends, when the bear market ends, people aren't going to sell only their big holders and the winners. They're going to go ahead and sell everything. So let's say you're on a coin like, I'm going to go ahead and show you SXP, right, for example. Now I'm not saying SXP is not going to move, okay? I'm not saying that. But let's say you're in this coin and it's just beginning to move now, okay? Because profits are beginning to flow into this market. There are other traders who want to catch the low and they are buying as well. And people who do try this, the big players are not putting in big numbers, guys. Big traders do not buy lows. Traders do not try to actually time bottoms with big positions, okay? It's only amateur traders who try to go heavy on these kind of big positions, on these lows with big positions. So what ends up happening is that there's very little money over here too, and when the money starts flowing in, it moves up a little bit. But when the market ends, okay, when the bull market ends, everyone who's in this will sell hard. Regardless of whether they have big profits in this or not, they will sell whatever they have across all of their assets. They'll sell all their assets. Okay, they'll sell everything, and this will dump harder and faster than even the coins that have moved drastically. Which is why when you look at Bitcoin's bull markets, Bitcoin in its bear market, it moved the least in terms of its downside compared to all the other altcoins. Right, Bitcoin had only an 80% drawdown, only, quote unquote, while the other markets had like 99% drawdowns.
Yeah, bro. It can't go lower, guys.
Yeah. So Ollie, could you just ban this Samuel Garcia guy? He's been annoying me too.
Oh.
Just ban him from the chat. Like, it's so obnoxious. Because I actually entertained one of his requests, and then I was a fool to do that.
Uh-oh. Also, let's can we check out Cardano?
Yes, let's go at Cardano. That was one of Justin's requests. By the way, let me know if Cardano's looking good. Nice.
Cardano.
Trying not to look at Cardano too much.
Why not? Cardano is a good chart.
Because I'm in position on this one.
Oh, but then even more reason to look at it.
No, less reason.
It's looking good. Cardano's looking really good. I mean, it's still like, compared to Ethereum right now, Cardano is lagging behind, but it has broken out of some sort of 1 hour structure there. Falling channel, I believe. So this has some time to go.
No, I was looking at this earlier, actually. This is actually pretty key, Kishore. I like this. Look at the volume, too. You have the volume on this falling channel break.
Bada bing, bada boom. Take it.
Not as much. What's going on with the ticker symbol? Search. Alright.
Sean's trading news pooping on him. How high can Cardano go? Well, this is the beautiful part about many of the altcoins right now, okay? Especially things that actually have that price history, coins that, do have a good chance to stick around. Let's put it that way. But let's pull up Cardano USDT on Bittrex, okay? And that's sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent there. But the beautiful thing about many of these altcoins is that they haven't really hit price discovery, right? So what that does for all of us is that it gives us more information on the chart. You now suddenly have points of resistance, points of support that you can actually play off of. And many of these coins actually do really well on these reference points. Okay, now, so if you get onto Cardano USDT on the weekly time frame on Bittrex, okay, so price history matters here. On Bittrex, you'll notice that we just took out on the weekly time frame, we just took out that major resistance at around 36 cents. Okay, so we closed over it, a nice, clean, clear close. And as things stand, we're currently hovering over that. But if this has to see continuation to the upside, okay, the next weekly resistance for Cardano only comes in at 64 cents. Major resistance at 64 cents.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. So the zone, entire zone between 60 to 64, guys, that's the next level. So that's, I think, a good
77%.
70%. Yeah.
Yes, 77%.
If it takes out this region, which honestly I think it will, in this bull market, because this is the middle of the range between the current position at around 30 cents all the way up to eventual target of 105. So that's when things will get a little bit crazy and volatile. When we get to this zone over here, you'll see Cardano go from $1 to 140 in no time. It will literally move its entire current price, right, in maybe a day or so. It'll go from $1 to $1.40.
Yeah.
But hey, we have time before we look at that.
Hey, Steve, SHR. We actually did cover Lent Ave already, so you can just kind of rewind, and we went over the Bitcoin chart primarily because it actually looks bloody bullish. It's broken out of a massive weekly symmetrical triangle.
I mean, the USD chart looks freaking fantastic too.
Yeah,
it's a great chart.
It's price discovery. What else? Someone else had mentioned
Cardano will colonize Mars. Love it.
People are, you'll find some of these projects that have like a very, very strong following. Okay, yeah. The two that I can see, at least on the chat right now, is Cardano. That's the first one. Very, very strong following. The second one is VeChain. People get so, like, they take everything very personally when it comes to VeChain. You say anything about the project and they're just, they get onto the defense. Be careful, by the way, if you're a part of any of those kind of chat rooms. Okay, you do not want it to be an echo chamber because everyone is super bullish. And if you're if you show like the slightest sliver of bearishness, you just get banned from the group or you get thrown out or whatever.
Yeah, you don't want to be in those
and
groups.
It just reinforces the echo chamber. So when shit actually hits the roof and the market is taking a turn, you're gonna be the last one to know.
Oh,
so
well
don't be a part of those kind of groups. As soon as it gets that way, get out. Just get out.
Well said, Kusha. Well said.
And yes, a lot of these projects will have solid fundamentals to it, but does it mean that it has to reflect on the chart all the time? No, markets move in cycles. They move in cycles, and even if its fundamentals remain strong, the technicals can take a turn, and that's something you need to understand.
All right, so ComXED, I'm typing his name, says XLM just broke out of a triangle on the 4-hour. I'm interested in looking at that, actually. Because, STR is what I need to be typing.
STR.
This is what I was looking for, man. This is what I was looking for. Let's see. Yes. So, if you can see, man, it's been resisting this horizontal line over here at around 30 cents. So, 0.308 to be a little bit more precise for the longest time, right? For the longest time, ever since around 8th of Jan. So it's been a good 11 days now. We keep coming up against it, getting rejected. Every single candle is closed well underneath it. Now it does have a chance of confirming good 2 candle closes underneath inside of the zone. I'll still be looking for at least a daily candle inside there. We don't have that just yet, but this is a really good start. If we do get that, there is more of an inverted head and shoulders kind of structure over here that you could look at. I don't know, the name of the structure doesn't matter. The measured move does point, I think, to the top of the zone at the very least. If you're using the entire wick, which I'm not going to, it'll point above it. Yeah, it's pointing to the top of the zone. So this may get all the way up to 36 cents. Kusha, what are your thoughts on the XLM chart?
Actually, this is a very good chart, by the way, of how higher time frames trump everything. Okay, now this zone that Sean has plotted on his daily time frame, but it's also relevant on the 4-hour time frame if you just sort of pan on over to that. This, guys, is also a weekly region of resistance.
Yeah.
Okay, and the fact that these minor freaking time frames are following it to the damn T should tell you how important those higher time frames are right now. Okay, and this is going to be significant takeout. If XLM actually manages to take it out, at least on the daily, man, this is going to go. The volatility is going to pick up on XLM. I think the next point of major resistance is only going to come in at 46 cents. 46 cents for XLM.
Yep. So Kusha, it seems like in the comments people are saying that am I missing it? Oh no. Okay, never mind. I thought people were trying to get my attention to switch to Ethereum because Ethereum has broken all-time high. But no, it hasn't. Oh, false alarm.
Jesus,
false alarm.
Guys,
you guys almost got me. I think I just misread.
Take back F.
All right, so Kusha, we're going to be wrapping up very, very soon. If there are any more comments, guys, please, if there are any more questions, don't hesitate to ask. Ooh, Ace is in here. Yes, buddy, you are late. We're about to wrap up, man. Stellar's like XRP, even more in even a more centralized form. Maybe. It doesn't matter if the price moves up. Similar to XRP, doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares, man?
XRP equals opportunity cost, but the thing with XRP is that it can like freaking switch so fast. But no, I'm not touching this. Damn this. Screw it. Never. Something drastic has to happen to XRP for me to even want to touch it with a freaking stick.
The VeChainians are the Spartans in crypto. Let's go ahead and look at VeChain, man. How's it going, by the Aussie Lab? How's it going, buddy? Good to see you in here. VeChain looking good, man. I really like VeChain. I really like the chart. I mean, I don't know anything about the fundamentals whatsoever, but it still needs to close its daily candle about 0.03. Right. Once we do that, I think this is going to make its way to at least 4 cents.
Yeah, 4 cents. That's what I have.
So if it takes out this level, need a daily candle close above 0.0309 and taking out the high after that around 0.0322ish. If we get that, we're likely going to go to 0.04. Okay, let's go and look at the oscillators over here, see what's going on. Stochastics are swung up, bouncing off the middle of the zone over here at the 50 area. This is looking good. I like this.
VeChain's looking, and that's the thing. I think VeChain was one of the first ones to actually start running this time.
I think this is gonna make its way to 4 cents. To be honest, it's looking good. Let me look at the 4 hour. You could actually make a decision on this on the 4 hour time frame, but I'd wait for a 12 hour. So 2 4 hour candle closes above 0.03. This is likely going to make its move too. All the charts are looking really, really good, man. So Ethereum giving people a lot of time over here. Kusha, what are your thoughts? Oof.
It's dressed up as Santa, but you don't know. You don't know what your present is. Just yet. We gotta wait.
ETH Money Team. Anthony Murray says, just made it. Hi guys. Hey man, how's it going? Thank you for joining us. A little bit late though. We're about to be wrapping up. By the way, hit the like while all of you are in here. There's 400 of you in here right now, but only 160 likes. Try to get that up to 200, guys. Kusha will have the biggest smile on her face.
Yes.
She's the one who keeps track of the analytics, and she's the one going to be making the decision as to whether going into February, March, whether we keep doing streams or not. Because hey man, these can get time consuming. Elias Rev says, thank you as always, Mango. Hey man, you are very, very welcome. It's our pleasure.
We're mangoes. We're 2 mangoes. I don't share mangoes. Random thought.
Peter Chesley, hey Peter, we did cover Ethereum in today's daily video. So he asks, sorry if I missed this, but I think he means to say, but what are the main support levels for ETH? We did cover Ethereum in the live stream today, but we also did a daily video on Ethereum that should be available on the channel. You can go ahead and check it out. But in terms of support levels, that wasn't what was the point of concern recently for Ethereum, because we were looking for it to go up against resistance, and here you're seeing it. In fact, right here, you can take a screenshot of my chart right now. Right, I'll ignore squiggly lines, of course. GRT, let's go ahead and look at GRT.
Oh yeah, that was one of the better charts, right, that someone brought up.
It's recently started looking good, but still needs to take out this level over here around 0.073. Yeah, this is resistance right over here too, guys.
I don't know. GRT is looking kind of weak-ish. I don't want it to take out 54 cents. If it takes out 54 cents, then I think it may just be coming down lower. That's not good.
No, I think it could. I think it come down to around 52, and it'll still be fine. I think this is just having a pullback on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, the 12-hour kind of looks a little bit nasty, but I think this is gonna. 12-hour looks a little bit toppy, but I do think that this gets picked up over here. Right? If it does lose that level, however, if it closes a 12-hour candle underneath 52, 54, likely gonna make our way all the way down to around 48, losing 48 to 46. 48 to 46 is where I'd mark a zone. Can go ahead and do that right now. Yeah, so if we lose this zone over here, then we're going to make our way down to around 40 cents. Right, towards the upside, you guys are seeing the levels I have marked, 63 to around 67, and then after that 75 to around 78. Lose those zones over there. I mean, take out those zones rather, and we're likely going to make our way eventually to $1, but there's time before we do that. But right now, the rest of the market's going up and GRT is coming down, so that's something to take note of.
King o' Kings, you the real king here. He says, people on all of YouTube so stingy with the likes. Lol, it free.
That's so true, man. People
Let's
don't like...
hit those likes because I'm going to be going over the analytics to see if these streams are working and if you guys like it. Because if you don't, then, well, we could be spending our time on something better.
SL says, yeah, exactly, Kusha, exactly. I'm all about being time optimal, so Kusha knows that more than anyone. She has to deal with my BS. But I like Cardano, by the way, Kusha. I'm just looking at it right now. 4-hour candle close about 38, and this looks like it wants to go past 40 cents. Over here, SL says this, though. If Biden is confirmed, what are your thoughts on our whole crypto short term, if any impact is anticipated? What do you mean by if Biden is confirmed? I thought he was. I don't follow any news or fundamentals, guys, so I'm so clueless. You don't need to follow any of that to be a good trader, man. You don't need to. In fact, it'll likely just cause more harm.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, with that, I think we're going to call it a day. Kusha, any final thoughts?
It's Ethereum, eyes on ETH. ETH breaks its all-time high. That's going to set the tone.
That's pretty much it. Nothing
yes.
else.
I'm very excited for Ethereum right now.
Imi's here. He's saying, hey man, Imi, do you have a question? Do you have any chart that you want us to take a look at before we wrap up? Oh, this is my favorite song too. I'm going to turn up the music for you guys. I love it.
Darko Jeftic says cardio chain, please. I read Kardashian, please. Like, I don't know.
Andrew Puckett says you are the only ones who do streams with real honest analysis and no bullshit plus hype. Hey man, thank you so much for recognizing that and throwing us that shout out. Really means a lot to us. Appreciate you also showing up here regularly. You haven't gone unnoticed, man. Across Canada with the heart icon emojis. Right back at you, man. Right back at you. This is a remix of I'm Coming Home. There you go.
Goat Gaming says, hello, what analysis do you guys use? Are you talking about the platform, TradingView?
Alright, Bob, let's go ahead and take a look at ICX before we wrap up. It is worth a look. Do I have this? Did I not? This seems familiar. Did I not already chart this?
We didn't go over it today. I know that.
Not today, but this looks too familiar.
We probably did in one of the previous streams.
But if I charted it...
Oh, well, now my trading view is pooping on me. Jesus. Come on.
Have I charted this, Bob? Do you know? Looks familiar. But yeah, so this candle closed right over here, man. You can see it. This is the brilliant candle close at around 0.061. Seeing continuation.
Yeah.
The high over here is likely going to get tested at around 80 cents, but I think we're going to make our way to the top of the zone over here at around 95 cents. Probably test $1 too on this one. This is looking good. And good catch, Bob. Good catch, Bob.
Yep, ICX actually looking really good here.
Yeah, this chart looks familiar. I feel like no, what I meant, guys, was I feel like I should be having more lines drawn on this one. They're gone though. Kusha, do you see a pattern here? Is there something like that we could?
I'm looking for the patterns, guys. Yes, there is a pattern. Never mind.
$1.10 maybe.
It's a nice, beautiful, massive cup and handle. Let's see. Give me a second. Let me just draw it out here. We have a break. Yes, we do. We have a break. We have, not only did we have the break, we also had the retest. So that has been confirmed. If this pattern actually manages to play out, by the way, for those wondering, I am looking at this pattern on the daily time frame. Okay, and now if this measured move actually does play out, and of course, it's not necessary that it plays out in one straight line, but this is going to take ICX all the way to 1.18. So $1.18, making it look like the icon that it should be.
Oh, wait, I had that measured move too. So, okay, cool. Kusha, you should do a daily video on just ICX.
Yeah, I'm down. Perhaps tomorrow. We can do one tomorrow. But yeah, and that's Confluence, 1.18, I believe. That's also sort of overhead, like a minor overhead resistance. Yep.
So Jiro asks, by the way, thank you for the tip, Jiro. Really appreciate it. He says, hi guys, do you think if BTC moves to all-time high, ETH will be crazy high, I guess? So if Bitcoin moves to all-time high, the way things are looking like right now, it's likely going to push Ethereum into past all-time highs, right? And at that point, Ethereum is going to be in complete price discovery and it's going to start being really volatile. Now, the question is, does Ethereum have a move more like Chainlink, where it's beginning to consolidate above all-time highs? Or does it have an impulsive move? That will really give us information and set the tone for the rest of the market as to whether Ethereum is really the leader for the altcoins, right? In that situation, guys, every dip, I'll be a buyer of, right? Every high or low, I'll be trying to build a position on Ethereum. I won't be looking to buy into weak assets. I'll be buying Ethereum. So that's going to be really informative for us now as to what happens when Ethereum breaks all-time high, coming in at around 1420-ish.
Yep.
All right, guys. So with that, we're going to wrap up. Really appreciate all of you showing up today, all of you tuning in. You're awesome, all of you. Really kind people. We are attracting the right kind of audience here now. I really like that. We're not getting many of the spammers and the rude people. All of those guys are gone. So I like that.
And yes, and thanks, Ollie, for modding. You are the real MVP here. Thank you so much.
All of you are going to have a chance to meet Ollie tomorrow. So that's going to be great.
Mango in the Lambo. That's right. So legs HKR, you guys could be having a mango drink in the spot. We really could. I came across this mango drink. It was called a statutory warming, and it was by far the best drink. It can actually compete with an LIT, guys. Let that sink in.
That was a great drink.
But okay, thank you so much. And Himanshu Goyal also says, guys, I'm a newbie to the crypto world, and yours is the first fun YouTube channel I have come across.
Hey,
super glad, man.
That's awesome.
And we'll be doing these live streams every day except for Fridays and Saturdays because we got to keep it mango. And yeah, see you guys. Thank you all for tuning in.
Oh, join the Discord, by the way. I'm going to be sending you guys a link, or you guys could just simply use themangoway.com/discord, right? I'm sending a link to all of you as well on the chat. But those of you who are listening on YouTube, after this and don't have access to chat, it's going to be themangoway.com/discord. All you need to do is there's going to be a verification that you just need to like, you know, a captcha, usual captcha. Just type in the word that you see. The reason we have that up now is because there have been a lot of like fake accounts and bots coming in, and a lot of fake people impersonating me and Krisha as well. So be very careful of that. Be careful of fake accounts in the comment section as well, right? Like, we will never ever ask you guys to provide us funds for an investment. That is not us. That is going to be a fake account of some scammer trying to scam you out of your money. So yeah, I see some of you guys are joining the Discord right now. Good to see all of you in there. But again, make sure that you hit the verification icon when you need to see it. All right, so with that, guys, Kusha, any final thoughts? I'm going to be wrapping up. I will be muting both of us.
We will see you guys in the chat. Come join in.
We'll leave the music on for a little bit, leave the chart on for a little bit, and we'll chat with you guys for a little bit before we end the stream. Ciao, guys.
Ciao, guys.
You're back. Are you gonna tell me where you went? All the messages I sent with no reply. It's like that. You're just gonna walk into my room. I hate how you assume there will always be a place for you.